Hi, good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. How are you all doing? And if you're not yet ready, I am ready to share with you. My Auntie DTV is ready. Auntie DTV is anxious to come out and share something with you this morning. It's almost going down into the mid morning. But I'm happy to be alive and happy, and I'm so happy to be able to move around and to start the day rolling. And I do hope that you have been doing the same as well. Or maybe you're at work, so you may not see the video until when you get home because you have to focus on the job. And Auntie D wants you to focus on the job as well. Now, my subscribers, my viewers, I'm thankful for you all to have subscribed. I'm thankful for my returning viewers who have been doing the same thing. They have been subscribing and you're all trying to watch the videos. I have been seeing progress. I'm still going to be encouraging everyone because what we need to reach that mark that is there. So I have to end. I don't want to sound as if I'm nagging you. Please, 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 please. Auntie D don't want to sound like that. Auntie D just want to encourage you to go along and to do what now? To subscribe and watch the video. Watch the video and subscribe. Now, I want to talk to you about something that I've been thinking about a couple of days now. And I think today I should not let the day pass. And this has to do with earthquakes preparation. How many of us are prepared in the well, we can't be too. We can be a little prepared, but we can't be too prepared because of what we don't know when. Can be within I'm speaking to you now. It can be anytime. It's unlike the hurricane that you get a lot of time to prepare. But there are some basic things I believe we should share and should know in the event of us being in our homes, even at the workplace. It's important. It's important. But I know on a first reaction, I have experienced it in 2021, 22, 22, thereabouts, right? And it was very scary. Very, very scary. It was 21 or 22, one of those. I know it wasn't 23 or 24. And I tell you guys, we try to say we are brave, but when something takes us, we are like a little child. Anyway, what I want to tell you now is for persons who have grilled homes, let me make it clear, but that is a way of us, many of us, losing our lives. It is a way of securing us from the elements, the unwanted elements, but sometimes we end up being the victim. Now, when you're grilling your house, when you grill your house, there may not be a way for you to have a trap door or a window or something because you don't want to have it there somebody as well come in from outside. But at least let everybody know where that exit key is in the event of a fire, any disaster, any form of emergency. Because with a earthquake, they say you should go under the table or under a bed. But believe you me, you may be sitting or lying down, and by the time you realizes it, it's done because it just goes with seconds, you know. So what I want to remind you to do is when you are doing you're putting away your keys for emergencies, please let everybody know and not for somebody to be going there to, for example, somebody's gone out on the road or gone to work or someplace and purpose to keep leaving their key at home. So because they know that, or they keep losing, let me say, losing their key somewhere, they will take up the emergency one and carry it and never replace it. If always the emergency keys must only be used in time of emergency. Remember, only in time of emergency, because in an emergency you can't be running around to ask someone, did you see the key? Did you see the key? That is pointless. That is pointless. So let the key remain at a particular spot where everybody can know and everybody can pull the grill so we can all escape the emergency. No, in the event of an earthquake, they say you should stand between the doorway, so and you have your hands like this, or you go under a table. I panicked once when I felt it. I was teaching, and when I realized I was walking, and I realized my strides could not move, I was like frozen. And then I turned to the class, I said, under the desk, everybody. And they looked at me because they were frightened. I said, under the desk. And believe you me, everybody went under their desk. And I too went under the table. That's my table. And peeping at them to make sure they were under this until it's all over. Because we were on an upstairs building, then we all came out and we see other children. Nobody was hurt or anything was happening. Nothing really happened to the building. You could see cracks. I felt the building actually sway. I thought everything was going to crumble. But God was on. So, what I would tell you all to do, make sure, and there's another point I'd like to enlighten you on, which I find very, very interesting. You know, it's not easy to walk in the dark. It is not easy. But please, when you're at home at night, not in the daytime, at night, practice with others. Turn off the light. Turn off the light and practice. They should know where the doorway is, although it's in the dark, because you're living there. You should know where where the key is in the dark. Right? Somebody should know something. So you should know where the window is if you can. It's a window that you can pull to shout or to, But at the same time, don't just take it every day. Go to bed, lie down. You may hear sounds outside and you want to switch on the light. It may be a burglar, maybe an animal, or maybe somebody was out late and they want to come in and they're trying to use somebody else's voice to get in or to do something. You switch on your light. You're going to be sleeping now and you wake up suddenly and you don't know where the switch is to turn on the light. It's your own environment. It's your own environment that you're in. So practice with your children. Practice with your family. Practice. In the event of you, the adult, may be outside, the time you're going to be running to go inside, you will be able to do what? Somebody inside will be able to practice, do something. And sometimes some children are sleeping and they wake up suddenly and they cry out. You should know where the switch is. So you rush, turn on the switch. You should be fumbling around, not knowing where's the switch. You don't know where to find the switch. We have to be a little more prepared. Preparedness. We can't be too prepared, right? So I said to myself, I need to come and talk share a video with my subscribers and viewers about preparing for this earthquake. I don't like it. Nobody likes it. It can be very devastating. It can be very catastrophic. But we have to share, because on the other hand too, in the event of an earthquake, I'm serious. You know that you can have fires, because you could be cooking, or there could be an electrical shortage or something happening at the time when it happened. How are you going to escape? I go back to the keys again. Please secure yourselves while they are inside, and securing yourselves if the event of an emergency and you have to get outside. You don't want to panic too much, because when you panic, everything goes wrong. You just cannot think. And when you're in an emergency, you have to have a level head. You have to be calm in order to do what you need to get done, right? When it comes to an emergency, we have to be strong. Children may panic, and big people panic too, but we have to encourage ourselves that what? In the event of an emergency, we should try to maintain a certain amount of calmness as we try to tread to get the job done. We need to get the persons out of the building, because what? It's an upstairs building and the roof had collapsed. Something fell on somebody, right? And remember, in an earthquake, you have to think quickly. You may be lying down in bed, you could be sleeping, And you try to say, what is that? You feel like the bed jerk. And by the time you keep wondering, another effect is stronger. What are we going to do? Because we would have had some little trainings. Please, 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 everybody, practice that little training in your homes, in your own environment. I'm not telling you to do it for a joke. You're doing it and reinforcing. Maybe you do it once a month or 2 months, but don't take too long so they can associate, right? And if they're outside, where they should go, but especially inside the house, what they should do, where they should know, have an idea where the key is, where the keys are, if there's more than one exit to get out, and try and have the keys them at a point near to the exit. There's no point in having them behind the dresser or behind a cupboard, which is not in any way for the exit. Once it is at a point where you can access it to exit, it will be easy because you grab it and you pull the padlock or whatever is there is a code and get it out. You get the grill open especially, and then the persons can know where to go and you know. So this stuff this morning I said, let me share. The thought keep coming at me. I say, I don't want the day to end without Auntie D sharing what has been on her mind all morning. All morning. And if you see me dressed like this, don't watch the colors. I like to do different colors sometimes. But I say, let me share. Guys, it can't be too much. We can't be selfish. There's no point in me keeping information that I can share to help others. And you know something as well, you can comment. Maybe you have other ways you can comment. I know persons at sea, out in the ocean, and they say it's worse out there. And they say when they feel that it's scary because they feel like the sea coming over them and all that sort of thing. So let me refresh your memory again, please. Practice some little drills in your houses with your family. Maybe you don't want to alert them too much because you want to do it like a surprise. But you tell them beforehand, okay, we're going to have a practice drill. The very first initiative, I want you to identify where the switches are and where we keep the keys to exit the building if we have to exit. And then I'm going to be turning off all lights. And then you practice to become more aware. And if when they go with their friends, they tell their friends too. Their friends go and tell their parents too. And the cycle keep going around, sharing. So when we share, we are lifting others, lifting them. Because it would be sad if we don't share. We have information, we share it. So we can build, help others to build. Because some persons would not know. They just would not know. And all they know is if they feel like the earth, they feel a tremor inside the house, the first thing that comes to mind, they are going to run outside, which is even worse. But because that at that point in time, you want to get away from the building. The building may be old or you're scared that the building may fall on you, so you want to. But the best thing they say to do is to get under a bed or a table. Some of us, the beds, under the beds we have things packed under them, which should be always free. And some of these beds now are very low. Guys, these beds are low. I can't go under my bed. I can only put a stick to pull out something, so therefore I just leave it vacant in case somebody else can. It is difficult. It's difficult. So, guys, let me remind you, subscribe, watch the video, so we can achieve our goal. And I'm going to leave you with this thought. Do good, share, and good will come back to you. Have a pleasant day now, everybody, and catch you in my next video. Bye.